Hi, I'm Nathan Miller, CEO of DYNA Products. My brother Norman and I started the business in 1998. At that time, we were manufacturing products for the fence, log home, log furniture, and sawmill industry. As time went on, our product line solidified, and eventually we added band mill equipment into our lineup. In 2009, we were approached by a friend to manufacture the firewood processor line. We did so, and it took development approximately 9 months. In the fall of 2009, we introduced our SC14 model. It was an immediate success, and we sold, in the first trade show, we sold about 13 processors. At that point, we knew we had hit upon a successful line of equipment, and we grew the line to include the SC12, the SC15, and the SC16 models.
So I'm Louis Weaver. I'm DYNA's sales manager, take care of our sales team and our dealer network, and I also take care of our rental company. So I get to do a lot of different things. I love my job, look forward to coming into work every day. So DYNA was founded in 1998 by our current president, Nathan Miller, and his twin brother, Norman. They were about 20 years old, and they saw some opportunity to make machines to produce rustic furniture. They were entrepreneurs, and so they got their start in the business quite young. They started in their father's barn, and then they put up a building shortly after that and started out that way. We did that for a number of years. When I joined the company, we were still making the rustic furniture equipment. We got into making metal roofing shears, cut the corrugated metal roofing you see everywhere. Also did a lot of custom equipment, sold steel, custom projects, largely based on customer demand. And we also had the opportunity to get into portable bandsaws, like the Wood-Misers of the world. And we had the opportunity to custom build a firewood processor for one of our local customers. And that went well, and we saw some opportunity to build and market our own product. So we got into the firewood processors in 2008, 2009, developed our own line based on simple, easy to operate machines with dedication and commitment to customer service. So the first model that we built was our SC14, and it was similar to the custom project that we did. And basically the machine that you see today is going to look very similar, except the hydraulics and things of that nature are dramatically updated. We bought some parts, bought hydraulic valves, put them together. We made it work, and it was a great machine, but now with the number of machines that we're producing, we're able to actually engineer our hydraulics and other components to make the machine a lot easier to operate and produce more firewood.
My name is Andrew Mellish, and I'm the head engineer here at DYNA. Here at DYNA, we, in our strive for perfection, we use the state-of-the-art design software for our machines, so we can design right down to the last screw and bolt in every machine. So I have actually a complete machine in digital form before it ever even goes out onto the floor. And in that process, that helps us to catch any defects or any flaws, or to brace better for strength and whatnot before it ever even makes it out onto the floor into prototyping. A lot of our design ideas over the years have come through from our rental program. It's something that has, in engineering, been an asset to us, because if it can be broken, it'll be broken when it's rented. So we collect a lot of data from that, plus we also have an engineering committee that meets once a month. We design different products, we troubleshoot different products, and through that whole process is how we come up with our current models.
So we currently offer 4 models of firewood processors here at DYNA. Start out with our 12 which is designed and geared toward homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, people that are just buying a firewood processor, typically to just cut their own winter supply of firewood. Generally, they're not selling anything or doing it on a commercial scale, although they can, and we do have some people that use a 12 for that. It's very portable, doesn't take up a lot of space, so our customers can take it into the woods and cut up their logs into firewood in the woods without having to haul them out first. It's got a self-loader on it, so it can pick up the logs off the ground. You don't need that extra skid steer or tractor. That's the biggest selling point on the SC12. We offer a manual version and all the way up to fully hydraulic, so we cater to your specific needs on that as well. The SC14, next size up, was our original model. That's geared toward people that are generally selling firewood. A lot of people will buy that. They're doing their own firewood. They're tired of doing it by hand. Their back hurts, and they want a machine to do the job. But then they also see some opportunity to potentially sell some firewood on the side or do some custom cutting. So the machines are very portable, set up in about 10 minutes. So a lot of people that own our machine will offer a custom cutting service to where they'll take their machine out to the customer's job site and cut their wood on site. I'm going to jump to the 16 next, which is our biggest unit. It's got the 51 horse cat diesel on it. It's geared for commercial producers, people that are cutting a lot of firewood, big firewood fast. So about 4 years ago, we had customers talking about the gap in production and price between the 14 and the 16. We didn't have the Model 15 at that point. People liked the price point of the 14 and they liked the production of the 14. But they liked the size capacity of the 16, but they didn't need the big price tag and they didn't need the high production of the 16, so they asked us for a crossover model. So that's when we introduced the 15, again back to customer demand. They wanted a machine that would take a large diameter log at a price point that was less than the 16 at a basic production of an SC14. So that's how we came out with the SC15, and since then that has become our most popular selling model by far. It's what we run in our rental fleet primarily, and it's what most of our customers choose to purchase. So if you look at the landscape of firewood processor companies, one of the big things you'll notice about DYNA that nobody else does is rent firewood processors. There's a few people here and there that rent out their processors, but not very many. We entered that market in 2014 again because of customer demand. One of our customers asked if he could rent a firewood processor, and we said sure, why not? We've got a used one here anyway. So it wasn't too long before we started getting calls from people kind of hesitantly asking, I heard you might rent out those firewood processors. Could I rent one? And so we saw some opportunity again. So we started keeping units in the yard for rental purposes. It didn't take real long until we realized there'd be opportunity in other areas of the country as well, and we started building our rental fleet. Today, it's a very integral part of our business, very important part of what we do and who we are, and it's done a number of things. Number one, for you, our customers, it's improved our machines because there's a lot of things that you don't know about your machine until you rent it out. People are going to beat it up, they're going to be hard on it, and you've got a new operator on it every weekend. So, big learning curve, but big improvements as well. And each one of you DYNA owners can benefit from that rental experience. The other thing it did for us is it gave us a lot more exposure. So we found when people use our product, we call it experiencing the product, they're much more likely to purchase. So if they can experience the product during a rental, they will be much more likely to purchase a DYNA. So it puts it in people's hands to use and helps create sales for us. Plus, it gives us that much more exposure. There's that much more blue and yellow in the field. So it's the backbone of our marketing program, and it's the focus of our business today. So I wanted to convey the fact that having our rental program adds value to the unit even if you're not renting it out. If you're just using it, if you're just buying it for your own use, it's a better machine because of a rental program. So we rent everything currently except the 12. The SE15 is our most popular rental unit, far and away, but we rent the 14 and the 16 as well, just based on region and on popular demand. If people ask for it, we rent it. We will experiment with renting the 12 if people start asking for it, but at the moment we do not rent any 12s anywhere.
So I consider my job as a CEO of the company. A big part of my job is to develop and promote and protect the vision of the company, and to get the enthusiasm, to get the buy-in from our employees and team members and to that same vision. And while our company is collectively owned by a number of Amish families, we do hire non-Amish as well. We have a rather diverse employment, and we appreciate that of our employment. The employees are respectful of our culture. They buy into the culture of high quality, respect, and we actively pursue and promote that we're a team and that each person is here to help the other person excel and not hinder. The results of that have been the attitude of producing a very high quality part, high quality component, high quality processor with a customer in mind, first of all, in a level and an atmosphere of high cooperation. And this is a part of the culture that we promote and embrace, protect, and preserve, and it creates a great big family environment. So we're happy to include not only our employees into that environment, but also you as a customer into that environment, and we welcome each and every one into the DYNA family.
Our culture here at DYNA is very important to us, and I'm not talking about us being Amish. I'm talking about the way that we do things, creating a culture in our company. And one of the most important aspects of our culture is taking care of our people and creating an environment where they can excel. Any company is only going to be as good as the people in it, and if our people aren't growing and becoming better, our company isn't growing and becoming better. So we strive to create an environment where our people are learning and becoming better. Number 2 on that list is our quality. And I'm not referring to just making a quality processor. Certainly that includes that, but I'm also talking about quality processes. The way we do things, the way we conduct ourselves, the way we take your parts orders, the way we ship your parts, the way we answer the phone needs to be a quality process. That's what we strive to do, to pay attention to each little detail, even if you think it might not matter, it does.
So I am Elmer with the Customer Service Department in DYNA Products. So most of my time is spent on the phone talking to you customers, and of course trying to keep you guys in action, keep those machines rolling. That's kind of my goal every day, is to make sure those machines are running and making money for the customers. What I really like is to end on figuring out what is wrong with the machine, getting the machine back going, and seeing the accomplishment of seeing the customer back to work again. And of course, working with the other partners here, the other team, the rest of the team here at DYNA, we do promote teamwork, working together and accomplishing our everyday challenges from A to Z on our machines. So I would say that's probably one of the biggest things that I see is accomplishment with getting the customer back, helping the customer, getting the customer going. I really enjoy that.
So the biggest thing that we try to do is we try to be flexible. We aim to be flexible and innovative, identify trends as they happen and before they happen, so that we can react quickly to a changing market. So I can't tell you what we're going to look like in 5 years or 10 years. It might look different than it does today, but I can tell you we're going to be around. Blue and yellow is here for the long haul. We're going to be here to serve you.
So we have future plans for DYNA as well. And we have aspirations to take our product line into an area where it becomes more user-friendly. The processor itself will log important functions, important data, and that data can be useful to the operator, such as hydraulic pressures, temperatures, engine data, temperatures, RPM, etc. And this could include alarms, and this data is logged, and it also will be remotely accessible, and or if there's an alarm, a piece of information, for example, an engine overheating, alarm could be sent to the owner or an operator. And those are some future innovations that we're currently incorporating into our processors. And a lot of these will be not only useful for the operator or an owner of a processor, but especially if you're in the rental market, this becomes critical information. And some of this information can be used and digested and converted into maintenance schedules, like it's time to replace your chain, it's time to change your oil, it's time to change filters, or if certain conditions are happening, I'm seeing pressures on certain parts of the machine which could indicate that a certain problem exists. So we could also do potentially certain troubleshooting aspects of the processor as well.